Many times this helps to have my foot elevated up onto a bench or a platform to do, but for the video I'm going to show you just like this. I find something with a good amount of bite and very little give to be more appropriate for this because of the rubber material that the lacrosse ball is made up of. This is going to dig in and give you some of that tacky response in the tissue that we want. I find that a baseball or a softball glides and slides a little too much, and the tennis ball might not have enough bite. Try a tennis ball if you want, because it is soft and pliable, but the lacrosse ball is going to have a little bit of give, which will work nicely. We're going to take this passive form of myofascial release, we're going to make it more active. We're going to go to that approach of pin and stretch, where I hold tissue down and then I move away. What I want you to dress is I want you to go after the soleus. So I don't have the most fantastic calves in the world, but you can see the lateral gastroc, you can see the tendon coming down here. We're not going to go after the lateral gastroc. Maybe if I shave the leg hair. If I shave the leg hair, I bet I have great calves under the leg hair. So we're going to go right behind the tattoo. Yes, I'm Irish, only the good half, right? But we're going to go right in through here with the ball. And I'm going to press in and I'm going to go downwards. I'm going to pin and I'm going to stretch down and I'm going to actively move away. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to press the tissue to the bone, and I'm going to pull downwards. So I am cranking down this way. And yes, if you have leg here, you can't hurt yourself here. So I'll go down and then in, and then I'm going through this movement here. I'm not just driving this from my hip. This isn't like a hip flexor stretch. What muscle do you think I'm activating to get some reciprocal inhibition? I'm pulling myself through with my tib anterior. This is active dorsiflexion, so I can pin and stretch that soleus. The soleus is aggravated on many of us because we're trying to create artificial stability or supination or this neutral position at the calcaneus. We're not doing it proximally from the gluteal complex. The foot is flattening and turning out, so the soleus is just eccentrically lengthened and on total burnout trying to hold our calcaneus in the correct position. So we're going to facilitate a release by pushing downwards, inwards, holding that and actively pulling through. Find a different spot, actively pulling through. Try it on the gastroc if you want. You can have some results there, but I really want you to get in after that soleus, calm it down, and you can have some downward drag, some downward movement there. Again, if you have some leg here, that's going to hurt. That's going to pull through. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a little, something you don't usually do on camera. Iliff, can you pull me the green cylindrical pad out of that orange bag and you can just throw it at me? Try not to hit me. As you get older, the knees don't feel so good on the tennis court. But I want you to explore using this. The other one is not so squishy. And the lacrosse ball is a big part of that. We're releasing, look at that. Man's a trained professional. Thank you, sir. Oh, feels so much better. But we're releasing the gastroc, we're releasing the soleus, we're taking tissue out of the plantar surface of the foot, we're releasing the heel cord, the Achilles. Start to expand your understanding of the anatomy. Start to have a larger impact on what you're doing. Don't just roll up and down. There's so much more to this. That's why you cannot beat the hands of a skilled manual therapist. But these tools and techniques are pretty affordable and they're portable and you can do this anytime that you want. I cost a lot of money to come to your house and to do this stuff. In fact, I don't do house calls anymore, but even if you come see me, the soft tissue work is going to cost you a little bit of money. Here you can have a pretty good effect right here. So we're talking about the lower extremity. I'm going to move on to one more and then we're going to take a little short break.